I live at 1651 Stringview Drive. Some of you look familiar. I was here when you used to have board meetings at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You were working. You still don't have a podium. Well,
can't afford it. That's right.
That was a cut. I know we're stressed for time, but if anybody read today's at the high school, you kind of said the same words as the high school.
Right.
But you failed to use words like budget, need, teachers' unions, contracts. Didn't hear any of that. I don't have the PowerPoint going, but I can read the sheets, folks. I'm coming from a different angle than the previous speakers because I know this. And the key word is system. And it's not favorable to any of us. You can teach us in college, and I don't know how many people could pass that. It's not fair. What I've found at the medium Will County home, priced at $250,000, pays $4,750 in taxes in Will County. That comes out to 1.9%. 1.9, keep that in mind. 1.9% of the home value. Well, in this lovely area that thinks it's Burridge and Barrington, Lockport area, a $250,000 home pays $5,050 in taxes, especially in Lockport. People in Homer Glen, they got a cheap, no village tax. That's 2.5%. You can't find a town in the state, believe me, I got all the records, that somebody pays 2.5% of the value. Barrington, right? DuPage, everybody thinks DuPage is a high tax. Yeah, well, their values are worth more, but their tax rates are down into the 5%, not 7 and 8. And like Steve said before, once you get that tax in there, it's forever. No, it don't go away. You know, and this thing of that, and I've talked to other officials, well, if we don't get it, we lose it. Wrong answer. Budget. I used to chair the Karen Spring Homeowners Association. We did our budget first, and then we figured out what the assessment was. And then we go, well, we can't raise it. We'll have to cut the pond maintenance. We'll have to cut it. We cut, because we didn't want to raise dues. This is backwards. We do levies and the budgets, and this piece of paper here is a joke. Trust anybody to go online to look at that. Finally, like they were talking about, people have budgets at home and they're cutting. They're telling the kids don't get this game or cut out HBO or all that. I know citizens that are reaching into their 401ks, their IRAs, and their kids' school, college fund to pay the tax. Now you recommend, you said, you recognize there's a lot of people there. Now, if every taxpayer had to write a check, handwrite it, not to the mortgage company or the county, to each taxing district, I had to write $2,900 to District 92. You would have people lined up here going, why am I writing $9,200 or $3,200 to the school district or $900 to the fire department? That type of thing, people are just, they read this stuff and they glaze over. They get their tax bill, like Steve had that big one, all they look at is the bottom number. They could, I asked them, well, what did you pay the park district or the schools? All they know, their taxes went down. That's because you guys, everybody else raised theirs. You know that.
Yes.
Okay? But I look at each one, and again, I hate to tell what Steve says, but once I get it, it's like, well, if we don't get it all, we're going to lose it. You can't do that. We need to get down with the budget. I don't know what the teachers' union is. I hear about Wisconsin. I never hear about Illinois. But something's got to be done with contracts and the overhead. Because the customers, as we call taxpayers, we're up to here. So, thank you very much.